Wop, doc, fuck 'em up! Hey guys, what's up? It's a Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I'm going to be doing an album review, my first full-length album review of 2025, out of the... I don't know how many album reviews I'm making this year, honestly, but if there is one album I would actually like to talk about, that I'm actually excited to talk about, it would be the new Squid album, Cowards. Also the new Al Bajiko album, which is coming in 2 weeks. So Squid, legendary, not real legendary. Squid, amazing, ingenious British post-punk art rock band is back with their third album, Cowards. This is after Bright Green Field in 2021, which I thought was amazing. Bright Green Field is just, AI cover, not great, but I think the music on Bright Green Field is some of the most amazing and intricate and exciting in neo post-punk. And then a couple years ago they released Oh Monolith, which is a lot of fans' favorites, but me personally, I thought the singles are amazing, but everything outside of the singles were a little bit underwhelming, but still a really decent album nonetheless. Now you should also take note that Squid is part of a subgenre called Windmill scene, because a few British bands and musicians came out of this bar known as the Windmill, and they all have pretty similar sounds and tastes. The other artists includes Black Midi and Black Country New Road, but Squid, on the other hand, seems to be the only stable and consistently releasing band out of the three groups. And we have another album where I think their music is more refined than ever in terms of mixing, instrumentals, and lyrics, and also just having a very specific style in general. There's something about Squid's music that makes it so bouncy and organic and watery. They really live up to their band name, Squid, because a lot of the guitars and drums on this album and the rest of their music also sound squishy and textured like a squid, if that makes sense. But anyways, album opener Crispy Skin, also one of my favorite singles of last year. As expected, it's great, sparkly guitars and synths, and then we have these percussions which has a sort of bounciness to it. It sounds like a basketball being hit on the ground and then bouncing it up and down and up and down. There's just something so bouncy about their music, and I can't quite put my finger on how. But lyrically, it's very interesting. It's inspired by a dystopian novel about cannibalism, about the novel is called Tender as a Skin. Thank you for the book recommendation. I have one more cool book to read now. Anyways, the next track, Building 650, is a pretty raw post-punk track with a mid-pace groove. It's abrasive, it's rough, and then we have the building orchestral string section at the end of the track, which just really heats everything up, send everything into chaos, and once again, this track sounds fantastic. The next few tracks are more moody and toned down, but I love them equally. We have Blood on the Boulders, which is slow, moody, stripped back track with dizzying slow instrumental hits. Just every few beats or so, you just get boom, 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 boom. It's like a ringtone. But honestly, I really like it. There's something so theatrical about this track. It invites us to shut the fuck up and listen, especially when the vocals are so whispered and we have a duet with female vocals. It's dreary, and we have lyrics about the Californian sun and being drugged up. And while I don't think I'm truly getting the core of the track, I have to say California sucks. So yes, good observation. Following that, we have Fieldwork 1 and Fieldwork 2. The first track is almost an interlude with airy organ, pianos, and strings, which unfortunately come off pretty flat. Fieldwork 2 is completely different. It features this constantly chugging sound, like a crazy loud clock. Just cluck, 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 cluck. And then these bold, ominous strings. We have Ollie Judge's vocals sort of buried in the mix, and very explicit lyrics about evilness and blood. Then the second half of the album, we have Cro-Magnon Man, which is a weird, freaky theater kid song. And I mean that in a good way, because it's eccentric. It's off-kiltered, fun, weird. We have noisy, pitchy guitar embellishments just bleeping and blooping in the background. Again, I can see how some people may be annoyed by this, but I personally really like this. We have the title track, which sees the band kind of tone things down. We have soft guitars with sweet and sour chords, solemn horns. It's gorgeous. It's lush. The instrumentals, they're thick, and it's just that classic windmill scene sound. You hear Black Country New Road pull off the same kind of thing. Lyrically, it's about Stockholm Syndrome, which makes the track even more interesting. Then we have Showtime! Exclamation mark, which is the rawest track on the entire album. Ollie Judge is now donning a nasty low pitch, and the bass is incredibly powerful on this track. It's disjointed, it's messy, yet hypnotic. And the album ends off with Well Met, Fingers Through the Fence, which is an 8-minute closer, but unfortunately it's kinda underwhelming. We have horns and the chords, and they're pretty lukewarm, and the electronic beats on this track feel very inorganic, which is completely opposite to the whole vibe of the album to begin with. What I like a lot about Squid's music is how organic all of the instrumentals sound. But there's some nice arrangements here and there, but not the best ending ever. But yeah, overall, this is a very solid album. It's just like one great track after another, and I find myself enjoying this album quite a bit. I'm giving the new Squid album, Cowards, a decent 8 out of 10. Yeah. So, have you listened to the new Squid album? Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.